Before the world woke up, he was already moving, pushing a wooden cart down a quiet alley. He wasn't chasing profit or praise, just one mission: to spread a little sweetness where it was needed most. This is the story of Amin, the fruit vendor who sold more than fruit. He sold kindness, one piece at a time. He wore no watch, no brand, just rubber slippers and a straw hat, frayed with time, and a heart that beat louder than any price tag. To the busy crowd, he was just another vendor. But to the neighborhood children, he was the man who turned apples into magic and oranges into joy. He gave them more than fruit. He gave them memories. Every morning, he polished each fruit like a gem. They deserve to shine, he'd say. Even if they're sold for a rupee, dignity is never too expensive. A child once asked, "Uncle, why is your fruit always sweeter than others?" Amin chuckled, "Because I pick with love, not greed. That's the secret ingredient." Sometimes, he let the poor kids choose whatever they wanted free of charge. He'd wink and say, "Payment received. Your smile is enough for me to sleep peacefully tonight." His cart became more than a cart. It was a place where kindness stopped to rest, where children waited not just for fruit, but for warmth. Not once did he raise his voice, even when cheated, even when disrespected. His calm was his currency, and his patience was richer than gold. Many times he went home with nothing but peels in his cart and peace in his soul. He believed blessings don't come from what you earn, but what you give. He didn't own a shop, he didn't own land, but what he owned couldn't be counted: trust, warmth, and unshakable integrity. One day, a young man in a suit stopped by. "Do you remember me, Uncle Amin?" he asked, holding back emotion. Amin smiled. "The boy who loved mangoes but never had money? Of course I do. You used to run after my cart every summer." The man said, "You fed me when I was hungry. I now own a company. Let me repay you: a stall, a shop, anything you want." Amin held his hand and said gently, "You already have. You became a good man. That's all I ever prayed for." He never chased fame, but one morning his cart was missing, and the street felt empty, like something sacred had moved on. People asked, waited, hoped, until the news spread. Amin had passed away quietly in his sleep, with his slippers by the bed and a fruit basket beside him. The corner where he stood now echoed with silence, but the silence was full of stories, of smells, of gentle laughter from years past. Dozens of strangers came, holding bananas, apples, grapes. They placed them on his usual spot, as tribute to a man who asked for nothing. Children lit candles. Someone made a cardboard sign: "The fruit man who fed our hearts." The sign stayed there for weeks, untouched. A local artist painted his portrait on the alley wall, basket in hand, smile on face, kindness in his eyes. The painting glows at dusk. A scholarship fund was started in his name, for children with big dreams and empty pockets, just like the ones Amin fed every day. He left no savings, but he left a richness no vault could contain, goodness freely given, generosity that expects no receipt. Sometimes the greatest teachers sell no books. They sell bananas, offer compassion, and teach with quiet deeds that echo long after they're gone. Today, the alley has a name, Amin Lane, where kindness was served daily. His cart is gone, but his presence remains. You don't need a storefront to leave a legacy. Sometimes all you need is a wooden cart, a giving heart, and a life lived sweetly, like Amin's.